Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So what have I got for you today? Gonna be just a quick general update on what I've been doing, where I've been, usual shit. I'll start, as a lot of people do, with a kind of apology, I suppose, of where I've been. Lately I just pretty much just work, really. I've been doing quite a lot of modelling, but work's just been, it's not been any busier, but it's just the nature of the job I do. I currently, for those who don't know, I'm currently a bar manager, and invariably that means I always work evenings. Now I get 2 days off a week and things like that, but then invariably, you know, I do a lot of modelling in those times, but sometimes I just kind of want to model, not make videos. And when I finished my last model, which was, what did I finish last? It was the Type 90 from Tamiya, and then I finished off my Dragon Sexton for the ISM D-Day group build. When I got them out of the way, I kind of fancied that my next model would just be one that I would just build kind of without documenting it. I enjoy documenting them and enjoy sharing my builds on ISM and things like that, but it makes the build take a little bit longer. I mean, if you're going to do it properly, you know, as I like to do, then, you know, it involves remembering to take photos at points, or remembering to do an update video, or finding the time to do that, uploading the photos and you know, writing about it and things. And sometimes it's just quite nice to do a model where you can just build it, and it doesn't matter if you suddenly go, oh bugger, I've done 10 steps and I haven't taken a photograph. So that's what I'm doing with this particular build. I think my next one I'll probably go back to sticking it on ISM and things like that. I just wanted to do one my own pace, my own way. And so that model that I'm doing, I'll find something to show you it. This is the AFV Club Paladin. I wanted that kit for a while. I originally bought the Tamiya one, which I know is just an Italeri rebox with an extra sprue or two of kind of accessories by Tamiya and different markings and things. But I reviewed that kit before and was never that impressed with it. I always wanted this one, and the opportunity arose for me to get that, so I traded in the other one and got this one instead. And the build's going alright. Yeah, it's good. It's going alright. Although it's highly detailed, the kit's there's some unnecessary engineering in this kit. One of them being the wheels are just ridiculously over-engineered. You get, instead of just having two halves that go together around a polycap, there's two halves that go around over a polycap, with the outer surface of each being part of the actual rubber tyre. They're not separate. But then there's two kind of rings that again are part rim, part tyre, that go on the outside of it. So there's 4 parts to each wheel. But what that means though is that then you end up round the actual surface of each tyre, and obviously there's then 2 of them on each wheel. There's a big seam, because you're gluing 2 parts together. You know, there's a seam. They fit well. It's not like there's a gap or anything, but there's a seam from when you glue it together. And on all wheels, that took a run of Mr. Surfacer and a sand round on all the wheels, and that demoralised me for a little bit. So it stalled out a little bit when I got to that point. But however, once I got them done, excuse me, the rest of the hull, I keep looking up there because it's sitting up here. The rest of the hull built up pretty quick. And things. So what I'll do just now then quickly is, while we're talking about that, is I'll show you just the progress of it since I'm here. It's not necessarily an upgrade video, but so as you can see, it's not a very big little vehicle. Not a very big little vehicle. You know what I mean? It's not a particularly big vehicle. Tracks are just sat on one side just to see how it looks really with the tracks on. There's supposed to be some sags, so I'm gonna have to pin them down somehow because there's no side skirts or anything on this. You get these little stickers. You might be able to, just see them catching the light here. They're supposed to mimic anti-slip They're not particularly rough, but they raise up from the surface a little bit, which once under a coat of paint will probably look okay. Where's it? It's here. Travel lock. Don't drop it everywhere. Goes on the front. So that's that. You know, spades at the back move, which is quite cool. And that's broken on the rear there. Okay, I'll have to fix that in a bit. So that's the hull. And I'm currently working on the turret. Nice metal barrel with this kit. Nice bit of brass for the thing. I know this is a bit of a gimmick and things, but I like this. It's got a little spring in there, so the gun recoils. It's fun. You're not going to play with it when it's on the shelf, but while you're building it, it's quite good fun to do that. Gun still elevates, which is quite cool. So I'm currently in the process of what we're doing. I'm actually building the Commander's cupola just now, or the cupola ring, and it asked me to build the machine gun just now, but I'm going to leave that till later on because it just gets stuck on at the end, so I'm going to move on and get the majority of the turret and things done. So that's where that is just now. I will be painting that in Desert Scheme, I think, because on the shelf next door I've already got two other vehicles that are in NATO Tritone, the Meng AUF-1 and the Revell PZH-2000. So I already have two in NATO Tritone, and I've not got any desert ones yet actually. So I will be doing this as a desert coloured one. So that's that for that. That's what I'm working on just now. The F-15 is still here. It's still glossed. It's still part decaled. I did get I don't know if anybody knows. I did get an aftermarket decal set. So I stuck half of them on, as you can see. So I've still got the other side to do. I will get around to that eventually. The problem is at the moment I actually don't have anywhere to display it. So it may just stay there for now. Okay, so what else has been happening? In my personal life, I finally, I say finally, that wasn't in my choice, but for those who don't know, I've been studying for my PhD. I handed my thesis in back in January now. Had my examination, my viva in March. Passed that. Had some corrections to do. Got the corrections finally handed in because I was working full time as well. At the end of July. And then between the end of July, I was just waiting on graduation coming around as the final "you've finished," and that was back on the 12th of September. So I have finally graduated. I am now, yeah, got my PhD properly and finally. Nobody can take it away. So that's really good. I'm really pleased with that, and then that's good. And that's part of the reason I haven't been around was I was finishing that, and then straight after I graduated on that Friday, I went on holiday for a week. Went and spent a week in Tenerife with some friends and my girlfriend, so that was incredibly good. So and now I'm just back to work. Had a second interview for a job on Monday there, so I'm now in that process of checking my emails constantly, waiting to kind of find out the outcome of that. If that goes all the way I want it and I get offered a job, then it means I can move out of this town, move away down to Edinburgh, which is where me and the girlfriend want to go and live. So we're really hoping that kind of comes through, because we're just getting bored in here now. I'm getting bored of the job I'm doing. I can't really do anything else here, just because of the job climate here, and because we're miles away from anywhere where anybody does anything useful. So got to move somewhere else. So yeah, so that's what I've been up to. That's the model I'm working on, the FE Club Paladin. I'm not going to start anything else till I finish that. I'll get that finished. Then I'll probably try and do some work on that F-15. After that, I've got a number of things in the stash. I will be entering the next group build on ISM, which is the Vietnam one. I'll show you what I'm going to do for that. Oh yeah, when I was in Edinburgh for this interview the other day, I just had to go to Wonderland. That's twice in as many weeks, 3 weeks nearly. I went before as well when I was there for the first interview for this job. I went into Edinburgh afterwards to go to Wonderland, and I don't remember what I came out with that day. Oh, okay. Well, first of all, while I'm here, I'll quickly show you some purchases. Hold on a second. Okay, so these are what I purchased while I was in Wonderland, because you can't go into a model shop and not buy something. So first thing I did was I saw a figure set, Master Box figure set. It's just called Somewhere in the Middle East Present Day. It's basically a bunch of beauty special forces and we Arab prisoner, which is apparently based on some real guys. There's a photograph on the back that says this kit is. This photograph was published with permission of Sergeant First Class Robert Skipper, who is the owner. So I assume that this photograph here of some beardy special forces guys in the Middle East somewhere is what the kit is based on. I didn't get it for any particular reason other than it was just kind of cool. They would look quite cool actually on a wee diorama with one of those Meng pickup trucks, I think, actually. So I got that. Yes, okay, I paid a bit over the odds for this. I paid an actual shop price for it of £38. But, you know, it's about buying from a shop and it's nice, and, you know, and actually it's good. So this is the new Tamiya Sherman Firefly. It's not actually a Tamiya kit, it's actually the Tasca Firefly apparently. And they are kind of marketed as some of the best Sherman kits you can buy. So you're getting a high quality kit there, and the new Tamiya World War British Infantry on Patrol figure set, you know, and that goes for 12-15 quid or something on its own, you know, and so for £38 I don't really think that's too bad a price if I'm genuinely honest. So and unlike normal Tamiya kits, it's actually got some photo etch in it and things, you know, because it's actually the Tasca kit. So yeah, not too bad a kit. You could obviously you can get it cheaper, but you know. And then when I was there the other day, I got that kit, which is the modern US tank mine in Afghanistan. Presumably this could be used for Iraq or something as well, you know. They may well go with my Bradley, or maybe the Paladin, maybe not, because they're wearing kind of armour overalls and stuff, and the artillerymen don't wear that, so I don't think so. I could be wrong. So maybe not the Paladin, but certainly either the Bradley I've got, or I also have an Abrams tank now, a Tamiya Abrams now, so they may well go with that. What else did I get? More figures. So this is for the Vietnam build, the Jungle Patrol figures. Thinking I'll probably just do a kind of a very typical scene and look to get myself Tamiya M113 and just have these guys kind of patrolling alongside it. I think the challenge for this will be trying to make a diorama that looks suitably like Vietnam jungle. That'll be the kind of difficult part. So I'm going to look into that and maybe see what we can do for that. That's going to be quite good. And last but not least, again, paid, you know, shop price for this rather than what you could also get it for, but the new tool 132 Spitfire Mark II. Everybody loves a Spitfire. I haven't built one in a little while, and certainly haven't built a nice big scale one, so I thought I would pick up that for something a little bit different. So that's my purchases recently. Hopefully from Value Kits I will be having the new Meng PZH 2000, so that will be a second one I've got, because I've got the Revell one which I built. Mainly it's also so I can do a comparison and say, well, you know, is the Meng one any better? I think it will be. So that should be coming sometime soon, and yeah, that's pretty much it for now. So yeah, we'll call that there before 15 minutes. Thanks for watching. Sorry it's just been me blabbling, but hopefully it just gives you a wee update on where I've been, what I've been doing, maybe what's coming up next. I don't know what I'll build next, but something. Keep an eye out for any more of my models going up on ISM. Go and check out the forum. It's good source of knowledge, good social place to be. and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye.